I'm at the Military Women's Memorial, located at the ceremonial gateway to Arlington National Cemetery.
We are the only national memorial dedicated to telling the stories of America's servicewomen from all eras and all military services.
We do this through both our world-class collection and the Register, an interactive database of military women, which houses approximately 300,000 stories of sacrifice, bravery, and service to our country.
Today, we're taking a closer look at one of those stories.
Americans have long been enamored with sports in the military. Today, millions tune into the Army-Navy football game every winter, but military men and women have participated in sports leagues for decades.
In the 1940s and 50s, softball became a very popular activity for women in the armed forces. During World War II, American women filled many social and military roles left behind by men who were serving abroad, and sports were no different. As men were sent overseas, baseball diamonds were abandoned, threatening to bring America's pastime to a halt.
Instead, women stepped up to the plate, forming their own softball leagues to keep the games going.
They lined dugouts, armed with bats, balls, and gloves to provide civilians and service members alike with wholesome entertainment. These servicewomen found a rewarding experience playing intramural softball, as it allowed them to build community and camaraderie. Throughout World War II and the Korean War, servicewomen played in tournaments against teams from other bases and service branches, both at home and abroad. Sports teams provided them a break from military regimens and gave them an opportunity to participate in friendly competition and to have fun. Sports also allowed women to cross traditional social lines, including racial divisions that existed in both the military and throughout society. Although the Women's Army Corps remained segregated until 1950, some of the earliest racial desegregation in the WAC occurred within the sports teams. What began as casual recreation to fill a void and help servicewomen bond through competition evolved into a vehicle for integration of the WAC and other branches.
Although women's softball teams were created in World War II to provide entertainment while the men were abroad, women found great benefit in joining.
Not only were they playing for the community and country, they were also playing for themselves. Over time, servicewomen across the armed forces have found great joy in playing softball and other sports.
Softball created a legacy of women in military athletics. This tradition has continued as servicewomen have excelled in a variety of sports, from horseback riding and rifle shooting to basketball, soccer, and many others.
To learn more stories of women, past and present, who serve our nation, visit www.womensmemorial.org. Tune in for our next HERstory Spotlight.